What's your favorite subject?
Poetry.
Keep it gay, keep it gay, keep it gay. Keep it gay, keep it gay, keep it gay.
They say great art is difficult to understand, but easy to enjoy.
Hey, Beavis. It's hard, but it's not like hard.
Yeah.
Do you know the best night I've had in the last 5 years is a night that Zoe and I split a bottle of wine, we made a summer salad, and watched chocolat together?
You mean chocolate?
Chocolat.
Chocolate with Johnny Depp.
Chocolat.
You're not fucking French, Pete. It's called chocolate.
Good evening. Hi. How are you? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever, whatever, however you all are. Welcome to Toxic Tuesday. How you all doing tonight? Thank you for being here. Let's acknowledge those wonderful faces. Walter Tomaszewski, Zach, Davina, Duckworth, Vince, Womack. Hello, hello. D-Bud Martin, Brian Barth, Jonathan Conroy, and of course on Rumble, Vince Womack, and that 70s rock fan. I think I stepped on a leg with oysters. That's good. That's good. So yeah, great to see you guys here. Thank you for being here early. Greatly appreciate it. Let's bring Mad Mardigan and his Speedo out of here. Okay, out of here. So anyways, yeah, we had some untimely news that happened. What's up, Jonathan 93 Mega as well? Nice to see you here. About Rob Reiner, obviously very brutal, horrific death. Obviously one of the most notable directors in movies of all time. And I saw obviously Rob Schneider had some great stuff to say about him. James Woods as well. He also worked with another great legend, Bruce Willis, and many, 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 many other names. If only Bruce was functional, he probably would have had something to say about it too. But it was very tragic what happened. And we originally had another movie planned. Probably stayed for a Toxic Tuesday for next, right around Christmas. But we decided, you know what? We're going to do this movie. And it was cool because, you know, we've done Spinal Tap way back in the gap. Way back in the gap. So we decided on something a little different. And it was a movie that I hadn't even seen called The Sure Thing. Yes, I was a virgin to this movie. So I had my cherry busted for this one. And, well, we get to talk about it, and it should be fun. Especially, like, since a lot of the clips, thanks to Mark, we have played on this show. And I was like, there's that added context for those scenes. So, yeah, Mark was a bit of ahead of the curve. Maybe that was like his weird subliminal way of saying, we got to do this movie someday. So, yeah, that's cool. We're going to be talking about The Sure Thing. And, of course, next week we will not be doing a show. It'll be a skip week. I'll probably do like a member stream. I'll probably do that because I think that would be really fun and cool to do, a member stream. And it'll be great. It'll be a great way to just have the Toxic Tuesday guys take a week off. And then on January 6th, we'll be back with Dave C as a guest talking the Ice Pirates, I think, which is another one I haven't seen, followed by 5 weeks of Chuck Norris. We're probably going to have the maddest beards out. And we're talking The Code of Silence, Missing in Action 2 and 3, and a few more. It's going to be great, guys. It's going to be so good. So good. Anyways, I got dudes in the back, and they're telling me that the Rumble site hasn't gotten it up yet. That's really weird because I know I set the plugins and the settings right. So if it's not doing that, I don't know what to freaking say about Rumble, man, because I did everything right. So hopefully they get their act together. But anyways, let's freaking go on getting Mark D with a C in. Hi, Mark.
Hey, Merry Christmas, everyone. Yep. Great to
Merry
see you
Christmas.
all.
Indeed.
And you can blame me for this movie because this is one of my all-time favorite movies. I mean, I just freaking love the Sure Thing. And thinking back, always think of it as like a rom-com, but it's a freaking toxic movie. Like, could we do The Princess Bride here? Probably not. I mean, maybe we could. We could do whatever we want, right? We
Yeah.
make the rules. But, The Princess Bride isn't overtly a toxic movie, but this movie is the whole premise of it is, Gib, John Cusack, has got to go cross country for the sure thing. He's going to get lucky. He's going to get laid. And, very few times in your life you get a sure thing, right? So
Yeah.
that's the charm. But there's a great heart and charm and a really good message of this movie, too. It's not just the it's not like a Porky's. There's actually a nicely done, love story in here. Mad would not approve of the female character in here, but
No, 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 no. No,
but
no, no. He definitely would not. That
but
is something he would not approve of.
yeah, but there's just a lot of great lines in this movie. Of course, when the Nick, of course, Nick's your buddy, Nick's your pal. Now you get the reference for that. Yeah, Nick's the kind of guy who
Yeah.
wouldn't mind if you puke in his car. Like that's the kind of friend you want, right?
Yeah.
Guy that doesn't eat paste and is named Elliot. So there's a lot of great quotable lines in this. And I did, I really love Rob Reiner's movies, and whatever his politics were, no one no one deserves to go out that horrible way. Got taken out by his son, and it's just horrendous. So
It was very
and he,
horrendous. It really was, and it was nice to see guys like Rob Schneider and what's his face, James
James
Woods
Woods,
come out and say stuff. And obviously James Woods has worked with them, and I know, as far as I know, I think Bruce Willis is to the right as well. He did a movie with him as well. And Rob Schneider, I don't think he did anything with him, but he spoke very highly of him. My guess is he
yeah.
probably knew him. The way he spoke, it's not like he knew him. So my guess is they're the type of guys that probably fought like hell at the dinner table and then probably
Well,
had a beer afterwards.
James Wood, who was in
James
Mississippi?
Woods did stuff with it, but I don't know about Rob Schneider.
No, and he fought for him for the part. They said the people were saying, "Oh, that he's way too young," and it was one of his big breaks. This is John Cusack, who's also
Mhm.
gone off the deep end, but this was his really first. This is his first big break, his first movie. He was actually underage. He was 16 when they cast him in this movie. So one of the writers actually had to adopt him as his legal guardian. So
Yeah, dude, that's wild, man. That he had to actually adopt. So he's like, I watched a thing that talked about a little bit about them making the movie on YouTube, and the guy's like, don't ever call me dad for this. I'll call you my son, but don't you ever dare call me dad. Otherwise, I'm gonna smack you for that one. I thought that, wow, imagine that. Dude's in a teenager, not even graduated from high school, and
Yep.
he gets his role for a movie like this, a very significant movie. Obviously, I guess you could say it's a rom-com, but it's a comedy first with a romantic tinge to it, because I wouldn't call
Yeah,
it rom-com, because rom-com really feel very 50-50, whereas I think the
yeah.
comedy is first, the romance is second.
Yeah, they tried to copy a classic, the classic, what happened one night, or like give you a classic movie, not just, but for teenagers, right? So for that age.
Yeah.
And of course I was in, just going, it was like, what was this, 85? So I'm just going off to college in a year. So I'm really identifying with this movie way back when.
So
But
you identify as the sure thing, is what you're saying?
yes, I do. Yeah. So you don't want to see me with a thong, right, Nick? Right? Oh, no. Everyone just turned off the
Please
stream now.
don't.
Yeah. Oh God.
Do they
the
make
heart.
thongs that small?
Oh man, please.
Well, you never know. You want to look good in it, right? So yeah, hopefully it's tastefully
Why are
done,
we
right?
talking like this? Why?
I'm just letting Mark go. I just let him keep going.
Oh God.
So yeah, the Rumble side definitely isn't working, unfortunately.
Yeah,
no,
I
'cause we
checked
gotta
the
play our
settings
clips.
and I don't know what's going on. I've had so many problems with streaming in the last few weeks. This is like my third time something has happened. I can't really spend the time to get it set up again. I apologize, guys. It's just we do this. I don't want to start a third stream. So maybe I gotta let this one bite the dust on Rumble. I apologize, Rumblers, but there's just I'm just not gonna mess it. We got a hit tonight, and I want to enjoy the show without rushing us so hard to a point where it feels like we're not even enjoying it. So I do apologize for that. I'll try and make sure next when we're back in 2 weeks. And of course, for those who watch Clobby's Comic Shop, we'll be smooth sailing again on Saturday. It just seems like Rumble is freaking retarded.
You
But
had
then
it.
again,
Yeah,
Streamlabs is retarded. I checked the account
Yeah.
settings. The account settings are right. And I'm still even triple checking right now.
So it's all
I don't know
good, yeah.
why
It just didn't start, or did you have the wrong time, or like AM PM? Just silly stuff that's what I do a lot of. But like
I'm
AM or
looking
PM.
right now. December 23rd, 8:35 p.m. Yeah, it should be starting. I don't know why it's not.
What if you do start? You can't. Oh, you can't do it manually, right? You can't say
I
start.
wish, God, it'd be great if I could just manually start on Rumble. Let me see
I
if
know
it lets
you should be able to, and you can't. It's crazy. It must
Yeah,
be just
how
a
is
digit out in the
Rumble
stream
have-
key or something.
Rumble have all these things going for it, but it won't just let me start when I want. At least,
Yeah.
for all the crap we give YouTube, at least I can just start it, with
Yeah.
Rumble. I'm
Well,
sorry,
it's all
with
this
YouTube.
stream key mucking about. You have to do different stream keys. Yeah.
But at least I should be able to just start it at Rumble, but I can't even do that. It's like, bro, fuck. Can you just start the damn thing already? So, guys, I'll keep it open. We'll see how it happens. I'll check Taz periodically. Maybe it'll come to its senses. I apologize that it is not. But I don't want to dwell on this. I want us to have fun. And I'm sure we'll get into conversations about the other things Rob Reiner did as we go along tonight. Worst comes worst, we don't play clips for a night, but
Well, we could play those clips I've played over and over on my channel.
some of the
so those are
other
sick.
ones, historically ones, yes. But in case there's anything added we wanted to do compared to other nights.
Well, I'll do if I'll do the usual 8-second clips or really short clips, you're safe with those, yeah. Because normally at the end we'd play like a whole scene. We just won't be able to do that tonight, but that's all good. All good. It'll work out. It's fine. Yeah,
It will work
we'll
out.
have fun.
Let's have some damn fun. But do you got the thing?
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna get it right up right now. Yep. So I did meet Daphne and Zwenga at Terrificon in 2024, and I just wanted to talk about the shirt thing, which was I'll share the picture in a second.
Thing, Mark.
Yeah. Oh,
Come
let me start
on.
the slideshow and then
Get it up. I'm gonna get my orange china up.
So before we start, I should mention I haven't seen this movie for about 38 years. So.
Woo!
Oh wow, yeah.
I'm watching it now though. Over here, it's free on YouTube.
Oh, that's right. It is free, right? Yeah.
For having it.
I remember it well. I do remember it well. What it surprised me was that this was after Spinal Tap. I always thought it was the other way around. Yeah, I didn't realize
movie ever. And there is a poster you see in the room earlier on, like I think it was Lance's room. You see there's a Spinal Tap also. I'm like,
okay,
little product placement, Spinal Tap, of course. And of course,
yeah, because
one of my favorite movies ever. So of course I gotta give Reiner credit on that one. That's one of my all-timers there. Spinal Tap. We did that episode way back in the day. So good. So good. And there was a sequel that came out. I still haven't seen it. Hopefully sometime between now and my death, I do see it.
But that was the crazy thing about this movie was, how small it was. And, he's just made Spinal Tap. So Reiner's, his dad was the great Carl Reiner, but he's just getting established as a director. He's not he's all that success and All in the Family and other roles, but he wants to move behind the camera. So this is a very small movie, and he's had that huge success with Spinal Tap, but not a huge money maker, but just really everyone loves the movie. And I remember asking, I asked Daphne and Zwenga, I'm like, oh, was it Spinal Tap before or after this? And right away she's like, oh no, this was after Spinal Tap. You're forgetting.
To Anthony Edwards. He's still working.
Mark Anthony Edwards, aka Goose from Top Gun, which, by the way, there are 2 Top Gun cast members in this because you also have him and Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins,
yeah. Now, so that was a year later. It's like these guys were getting buttered up for this movie,
Oiled up.
No, in this case, oiled
and of course,
up.
this on the big screen too. I mean, the first scene with the sure
Mm.
thing. I mean, everyone was hooting and hollering. We're there with all the high school guys, and this was this is prime. This is what a toxic way to open the movie. Can we give this movie some props right away? This is freaking toxic. You got a young lady in a very skimpy bikini oiling herself. And look at these shots.
Can I have a volunteer?
In a theater of men. All these dudes.
Yeah, but it's no
there.
it's no volleyball scene, is it? I mean, it's not like as good. It's not as hot as this volleyball scene from Top Gun.
Very true. Yeah.
There's more oil in that one.
So the casting director
there's
said
more oil in that one.
the costume designer is like, or the casting director, when she walked in the room, they're like, everyone, all the guys stopped and did whatever they were doing.
It took them 18 days to film this sequence. They didn't need to, but they spent 18 days filming it. No, it wasn't good enough. We'll do it again tomorrow.
And of course, you can't hear the music, but it's Rod Stewart's "Infatuation" playing, which is perfect.
Right.
Infatuation.
They couldn't have found a good Rod Stewart record to play. They had to play.
This is perfect for this opening.
Come on, Do You Think I'm Sexy would have been even better.
Yeah, too
Hot
obvious.
Legs would have been the best.
Yeah.
Hot Legs would have been the best. Wow. This
One of
is
my favorite Rod
for
Stewart
all
records.
you Gen X guys. Nicholas Sheridan. Yeah, this was her debut. I was like, wow. So you had Anthony Edwards, and you had Tim Robbins, and Nicholas Sheridan, and you had Daphne, who was also in Spaceballs, and you had teenage Cusack. The second movie of Reiner. So it's like a I wouldn't say murderer's row of A-listers, but a murderer's row of a lot of names on their way to becoming big, which is cool because it showed you they were taking chances on people back then. And guess what? No pun intended, but this movie wasn't a sure thing with all the company that they had involved. Just saying. Yet they took the chance because they were actually trying to take creative risks. Imagine that. Just saying. Imagine that.
I can see though when I think about back to this movie and then think to When Harry Met Sally, there are elements of When Harry Met Sally that are in this movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you can see he reused certain elements later, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. He was he was learning his craft here. But certain of the situations and the dialogue, male female dialogue, is he repeated it in that, but in a different way.
No, 70s, you're on to something great, because I even make an argument that I feel like it's a movie that may have even been ripped off, like, even, I guess, if you could say subtly, by other movies. Like, there's a movie called Sex Drive in the late 2000s, and this movie practically is a sex drive. That movie, the one by the name, it just came about that later on, so I was like, okay. I feel like this movie, in some ways, was like one of those things where it was a movie that seemed like, from my perception, fairly well known, but not too well known, but it was well received by those who knew it. But yet somehow it was known just well enough that a lot of other bigger movies were able to borrow some ideas, if not outright rip them off. And if you think about it too, another big risk with this movie, if you want to call that, was the type of lead role Cusack has. He's not like this big statuesque guy. He's a smaller, more teenage guy. They could have easily gone so many other leading names for this, and they probably would have been affordable to do it, but they took a chance with Cusack here, and he's a teenager. He's a lot more wilder. Puberty's a thing. He's very energetic. I've heard, like, Nicholas Sheridan say, like, he had so much energy. At times it became difficult to work, but not in, like, a negative sense, but just because it was a lot of, he was such an impractical joker that it was like, holy crap.
At this point in his career, he hadn't sucked far too many dicks.
I invited him to come on tonight, and now that he heard that, maybe no, he's definitely not showing up. I know. But the also thing is, Rod Reiner was saying about his casting too. He's not like a classic leading man. He's not like a Tom Cruise. But women could find him attractive or cute. But he's got that. He didn't want that Clark Gable look for this role. And Zwinger, Daphne, she could look all prim and proper. And they said that both their styles too, like you said, Cusack was kind of off the wall, and Daphne was more organized, a little bit like her character. and he said that worked really well with the casting because you can see, like, you can feel them kind of falling in love. You could see she wants the farmhouse boy, the farmhand, right? As a joke, like but she's gradually falling in love with him. So it's a short movie. It's an hour and a half, so it's not overdone. But they have that chemistry. They have that chemistry there where she's like, oh crap, I actually am falling in love with this guy.
Cusack's an interesting case because he made such great movies back in the day, a lot of really good movies. But as Bryant Barth is pointing out, he's done nothing. Well, he's made a lot of shit recently, but it's shit. I mean, I can't name a movie he's made since 2012 was the last one I can even think of. He just makes all this direct-to-video stuff now, so it's weird. His career just
I wonder
imploded.
what happened that made him not get work.
I know, and it's not like he doesn't have the right politics but he has the right politics for Hollywood.
Promoted for the message.
Yeah, exactly. So his career just disappeared.
Well, I think he was picking some really, movies that were really political to him, that spoke to him. And I think I'm trying to remember the name of his. I'll look up his bio for the last big movie. But yeah, it's just. I don't think he cares about anything. What was
2012? The movie 2012 is the last one I can think of.
What was the one where he was a soldier taking a soldier across country that had returning a soldier's body? Was that one of his last big movies? I'm trying to remember. It was supposed to be someone. I think it was someone that was killed during.
Yes, Hot Tub Time Machine was when he was in.
Yeah, that was probably the last big one.
15 years ago.
Yeah,
the number station. I've seen that.
Because I'm a nice guy, I'm trying to try again on Rumble for you guys. If it doesn't work, it isn't meant to be. Okay, but don't say that I didn't try. Okay,
Nick, you didn't try. I just said it.
You fuckadoo.
Never say, don't say. Good. It's a challenge.
Yeah, clearly. My God.
Oh, he was in 16 it was in 16 Candles before this, but just like in the background, I'm sure it's like a small little part. Yeah. One Crazy Summer was another big.
Grandview USA isn't a bad movie, actually. That's quite a good movie. Jamie Lee Curtis, Patrick Swayze. I remember that one.
Patrick Swayze. What a
Eight Men Out, of course, was a big movie for him.
Oh, dude.
Fat Man, Little Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, and the funny thing, he puts his eyes on the Paul Newman statue and poster in this movie. And then he worked with Paul Newman 3 years later. Like when he goes into the dorm room. And I love his roommate, the fat dude, the roommate.
Oh, dude, with the speech.
With the speech to Playboy. It's
dude,
like, how hysterical is that? Yeah.
That speech is bullshit. That's not going to actually work on anybody.
Forgotten he was in 8 Men Out. That's a great movie.
Yeah, he had a big.
There's a lot of
role in that.
Yeah.
But what was the last?
Charlie Sheen was in that too, wasn't he? Charlie Sheen.
The Sheen Machine.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Charlie Sheen was it. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know, Bryant. We don't know what happened. We just know that it happened.
He's got all the right politics. It's
went
weird.
To China, he's got what they perceive as the right politics, and yet I don't know, man.
Well, I think he's doing that stuff because it's the only way he's got to make money for some reason. Like he's getting paid well for those. Is he even making
money with those now? Who knows? I don't know.
If he's getting like $500,000 a movie, what does he care? You know.
Yeah.
It was in a movie called Chirac.
Chirac.
Since Chicago, it's called Chirac.
Oh, I haven't even seen it, but something.
See, there's an early appearance by Mark.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, mate.
It was probably just to downplay the crime in Chicago. Guys, it's really not actually that bad. I'll bet you that's exactly what it was. I would not put it past them for it to be just like that. I know how these people are. It's always making the age old. It's only one or two bad blocks. Even if that's true, a lot of mayhem happens in those two ways. It's the whole minimization. So it's anything to minimize the damage, always, because you can never just admit that there's a problem. Which is weird. Like it's like, who cares if it's 1 or 2 blocks? If there's a reoccurring problem, address it. Saying the amount of space where something is happening doesn't make the issue fine. Take care of the problem. Anyways, fuck talking about politics. We don't need to.
Well,
be doing
I love this scene. This is just so gay,
Jimbo.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
He
This
just look at
is
that look he's
great
giving him. That look.
homoeroticism.
You're a big
Yeah.
guy, aren't you? That's what he's thinking.
I love you. Oh, Jimbo. This is the
Crush
most
me.
enormous pile of horseshit I've ever heard of in my life. And this is
Oh,
Reiner really worked on the script too, to hone in. The writers were saying in that
Yeah.
video, like he added a lot of things, so it made it more realistic. And like you could picture a guy back then, like in college, trying to write a bullshit article to Penthouse or Playboy or whatever,
Mm.
and trying to get it in the magazine. Here's Paul Newman. He
Yeah.
taps Paul Newman. He has, is that Culture George? What's his name? Culture. I almost said Culture
Culture
Casino.
Club.
Culture Club. I said Culture Casino. Sorry,
Culture Club, yeah. Well, it could be. I mean, let's
Or
face
George.
it, that could be Culture Casino, really. I mean,
Oh man.
hang on, let's go back. Go back. I want to
Go
see
back,
if
yeah.
we can recognize any of the other posters. There's James Dean.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recognize whoever it is that's in the corner.
This
There's
is Allison's room, right? I
No,
guess. Yeah,
so
this
I'm looking at like the band that's below that.
oh, that's
Is that a flock of seagulls or something? Or
it's tough to tell. If I
Yeah.
can zoom in. Oh, I can't zoom in.
no, there's
It's
three
typical
posters.
80s bands.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I'm
they're
trying to
different
identify
bands.
them.
In Excess, maybe.
Spandau Ballet might be one of them. I don't know. But
Yeah, they're all alternative groups there.
Yeah,
They're
they're all
this is
Let me
what
bring the
LAR.
giant head down.
yeah, this shows you what a YouTube exclusive because I don't think that Rumble's working either.
Imagine saying that a YouTube exclusive.
It's a YouTube exclusive.
Man, I never thought we'd be uttering those words. A YouTube here, but
Why
here
does
we
he have
are.
I was going to
Oh,
say
Penny
why.
set it out. Good
wait,
night, Penny. Merry Christmas.
Good night, Penny. Thanks
Good
for
night,
being
Penny.
here.
So yeah, this must be her bedroom because why would he have naked pictures of James Dean?
Yeah, all right.
Why would he not have naked pictures? of
That's
James?
true. And
You
the
did
Culture
see
Club.
the makeout move he did to his buddy who gave the speech. You know what scene that reminded me of? It reminded me of the scene in Tommy Boy where Chris Farley looked at David Spade like, I like all you guys, especially you. He tries to go ahead and look like he's gonna smooch him. Oh
She's got a
man.
book about Nantucket. There was a young girl from Nantucket.
This is typical. This would be, Brian and I would have been in college around this time, right? This is typical. Like you could picture Allison having this dorm room, like all set up, prim and proper.
I
and-
wasn't in college. I was in the Air Force by this
Okay.
time. I was at Air Force training college, but it was still military. We
Yeah.
didn't have our own room.
You didn't have your own room like
we had a
this?
barracks.
Barracks, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a barracks or bordello? You didn't have any pictures on the wall there, right?
You weren't allowed to put pictures on the wall.
That's what General Patton would have said. Yeah, yeah. And I love this is a great play. This is a great play. Get the girl to study with you that you got the crush on.
Oh, dude, the play-by-play
Perfect.
that always works, and yet somehow most girls seem to take the bait. Most girls
She took
seem
the
to
bait.
always take the bait.
She went up
on
to
it.
the roof.
How does that happen? You would think,
She
by
thought he was cute.
So he
Why?
roofied her, is what you're saying. He roofied her.
Yeah, brought her to the roof. Yep.
That's good.
And she doesn't know. He doesn't know anything about the constellations.
Tang. They're drinking Tang, not Orangina.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey,
All
they're
the tang you
taking
can
it
drink.
from China.
Yeah,
You know,
they
all
should be
the
drinking
orange
Orangina.
China you can drink. I wanted to be a princess. Wish she was a princess.
Why did he say
Oh,
that?
wasn't she?
Why did he say that? That was his
Well-
character said that, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. His character. Yeah, because why do you want to
He
be
said-
an astronaut? He's like all the tang. Yeah, I
No,
want to
he
be.
said, I wanted to be a princess. John
Yeah.
Cusack said that.
No, she did.
No, she says.
No, John Cusack said it.
Oh, somebody's
Oh,
fucking with us.
I've never met anyone like you
Anyone like
before.
you. Usually when I meet someone new and shy, explain to you, I feel awkward and shy. To explain to you in fancy terms.
We speak
Oh.
unspoken language.
Reads fluently, yeah.
Allison, I love
We
you.
speak, unspoken we speak each other's unspoken language.
Yes, his shit didn't
Fluently.
work there, did it?
I love you.
His
Dude,
shit did
you're
not
like,
work.
what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I
The other-
thought that was
The other
pretty
line that I
good.
didn't clip was like, I missed it, but he's like, "Did I hurt you?" And he's like, "No." And then she kicks him again, so he yells out like really toxic, like you know. Yeah, you had this whole thing planned. Of course he did. Yeah, yeah,
Well, at least he was truthful about it.
yeah.
Can't
Right
can't.
away, the movie is like, that's kind of realistic, right? The guy makes his move,
Oh
goes
yeah.
for it. Yep. And there's a Spinal Tap poster in the background. Right?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah, good one. I wonder what
Funniest
happened to
movie
that
ever
poster.
made.
I wonder what happened to that poster after the movie. That
Wow.
in particular one. That would be neat to own that one, to say, I have a Spinal Tap poster, but it was the one that was in the Sure Thing.
Which means they're in the same universe.
Especially if you got Rob Reiner,
Oh,
especially if Rob Reiner had signed it. Yeah, that would be even better.
Yeah.
That means they're in the same universe. That's right.
Yeah.
So he missed a trick there, because he could have had like Spinal Tap on the radio in the car, or a Spinal Tap gig somewhere.
The birth of the Reinerverse.
The Reinerverse.
There is a Reinerverse.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. So if we look at his other movies, I wonder if there's any references like that.
Just saying.
Just saying, yeah.
The one. Yeah, the Reinerverse.
Mm.
Somewhere out there, Harry and Sally are walking around as well.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Yes,
going
they're at the same college, because they started out at college when Harry met Sally. That was their first meeting. They were at college, just finishing college. That would
so crazy.
Funny.
So crazy. I'm a fresh small.
Is it too late for Rob Reiner to do that?
When I see this lady speak, I was like, "What? No wonder kids like start to become super like crazy." I agree with her point about life is the ultimate experience. When everything else she says, I was like, "Man, she's just basically just telling them indirectly to just live a degenerate life outside of that one kind." Which, once again, I agree with her. Life is the greatest experience, but everything else is like, oh yeah. She just says it so outly and openly and fluently, like it's no big deal. Okay, no wonder there's a generation now starting to come up, act the way they were, because, well, she wasn't just being strictly a teacher; she's being their buddy.
Yeah, well, college you're more supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to be a little bit kind of buddy. Depends on the professor, but yeah. Now we've got. Look at this. This is amazing. He's on the cordless.
So cool. Well, this is his pre-cell phone. Yeah, it's pre-cell phone, pre-internet, pre all the stuff that we live with now. Different way of living.
Cordless landline. Yeah.
Sorry, look at the length of my landline. You'd say like a 50-foot cord or 100-foot cord. Yeah.
Remember when cordlesses were a big deal?
Oh yeah, that was the big thing.
Dude, that was a wild. I felt like the revolution of the world was happening. Like, bro, I'm speaking to you on a cordless.
And you'd have a little cassette for voicemails that would answer an answering machine.
Oh, that's a
little
wonderful
cassettes in them.
This one's classic.
And you could record greetings on the cassette.
Let me bring my Gina down.
Holy moly.
This is another point for toxicity. Like he goes in to get the picture. The guy's
like, the room, and it's just like it's no big deal.
That's
Have you any idea how hard it is to fall asleep like that?
It is, yeah. I'm surprised he can flex his legs like that. Yeah, you got it.
Oh man,
you're fixating on it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. If you got that picture, yeah.
It's a
he
Polaroid.
like runs, and he runs to the message board and takes down all the other messages.
A sure thing. If I recall, and remember, I went into his movie Virgin Tight with my cherry busted after. I don't think she actually has an actual name in this.
No,
movie.
She does not. She's no name in the movie.
No.
She's the sure thing.
Do they credit her as the sure thing in the credits?
Yeah, she's credited as the sure thing.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's she's not got a name. I don't believe.
It's so toxic that we don't care about her name. It's just she's the sure thing.
And then I've seen it mentioned that her name might have been Debbie, but I don't think there's no confirmation of that.
Yeah, you never get a name, but I was gonna say, then the bulletin board don't call the number, please. But it's like taking Southern route, but non-smokers only. See Gary Cooper in room 101 or call
Gary
Cooper
484-8442, Los Angeles, California. Room for 2 more.
Okay, what time you tell the LA code is for the area code for it, and I'll call that number like I did for that one other movie.
Not the Gary Cooper that's dead. I like that.
Oh man,
Tim Robbins is like makes a lot of the small role, and the wife.
He
What's I
does.
forget the actress's
You
name.
know, I really like Tim Robbins as an actor. It's just,
yeah.
really, I've always liked him as an actor.
He's very underrated, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I think
Hudsucker,
some
Proxy,
work to this day, I think.
The
I don't
Player.
know,
The Player's a great movie.
but he's definitely
Durham.
very overlooked.
Yeah, I think a lot is, again, there's a lot of negativity about him because of his politics. But I mean,
Again,
as an
yeah.
actor, he's brilliant, and I don't think that's necessarily ever impacted his work. It's like
No.
Carl Reiner, like Rob Reiner, it never impacted his work. But Robbins has
Yeah.
been great, and he's been in some really good movies.
Oh
Well,
god,
Shawshank,
his
I mean,
lady
come
are
on,
singing
Shawshank.
all the way.
Jacob's Ladder.
Dude. The constant singing on the way there,
Mm.
and of course they're in the back. Allison and John Cusack. Like, oh god, this is what we're gonna, this is the ride, huh? Oh god, the speech again.
Yeah, the
You
speech
want
again.
it.
You know,
I
you
want
want it. I want it.
Just give me
You
5
know I
minutes.
want it, yeah.
You don't have to bullshit me to get it. Like more. This is such a guy's movie,
Even
right?
if you do bullshit me, you still get it.
Still
What
get it.
a line. You still get it. That is shamelessly toxic. Now that line alone is like, dude, that's
Right?
that I heard that line, like, did she really just say that? I feel like I needed a Booker T clip saying, tell me she did not just say that.
Naughty
Right?
Pine. I like what Davina says. In New Jersey, it's a Showa thing. Showa.
Sure thing.
Showa
I'm not
thing.
going to
I
bed
can't
with
do it
you.
properly. But
I'm going to bed in a bed you happen to be in also. The awkwardness of the floor and the bed.
hmm.
You want to sleep in the bed? Yes, I do. Do you intend to sleep in the bed? Yes, I do. Good night. Oh, man. Great banter. Then, of course, the next day, the conversation, the things start to actually now get steamy. A
Yeah.
little steamy. And she talked about spontaneity kind of being all things in moderation type. And then she lets loose. And you would think he would be the reason they had to get a ticket, but it's actually her. Oh, and then the ability to shotgun a beer. That was something that originally was in the story that they added because they saw Cusack was doing that. And they said, let's just roll with that.
Jeez,
And
I forgot to ask her if she could still shotgun a beer that way. Phantom.
hey, look, he's blown away by that ass.
Yeah,
Let me go back and bring my
No, that's
vagina down
toxic.
to
That is toxic.
Oh man,
You'd think it was funny.
Yeah, let me go back.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah!
You'd think that was funny. Yeah.
Hey, what's up,
He's
RJ
going nuts.
Godzilla? You got in at a good time. Oh, that's funny. No, right now. So what I like how the development is really Cusack hasn't developed. We're seeing her development because now she's actually showing what she talks about as all things in moderation by letting loose. Up to this point, the craziest she ever has. It's like, whoa, this came like really out of nowhere. Even though she had kind of like gave us a hint of it with what she said, but then she actually does a thing, and like, and so it's one of those that escalated quickly type of moments. Yeah, chat. We tried with Rumble twice. I apologize.
Rumble's not rumbling.
Rumble will not let us rumble, so I can't say I didn't try fucking twice. So it is what it is. So we are a YouTube
Rumble problem
exclusive.
tonight.
Hey, maybe Rumble can't get it up tonight. It's okay.
They need some more Argina, but I love this line. Did you ever get really shit-faced and make a complete fool out of yourself and still have an excellent time? I mean,
fuck yeah.
So anyone who thought this movie is not toxic, this movie is it's notching up some toxic points here, especially this next scene. We've already had someone get mooned, and
the guy was blown away by that hairy ass.
I'm not repressed. I can be as spontaneous as anyone.
And here she freaking goes. No, it's funny because when you read, like, if you look at like the idea of the story, a synopsis, you think, okay, this is just a nice, heartfelt comedy movie with, as I mentioned earlier, a romance tinge. But then you actually watch it play out with the dialogue and the actions. Like, I didn't expect this to be a toxic movie, but surely enough, it is. If you had told me this was gonna be, I thought we were just doing this strictly because, okay, hey, Rob Reiner movie, let's do a Rob Reiner movie. Why not? He passed on. Let's go. And the fact that actually got some toxicity of it was a very welcomed unexpectation I had. I was like, bro, hell yeah, we're still getting toxicity. So we didn't skip out on toxicity.
So I got a bit of music trivia for you about the actress that's playing Tim Robbins' girlfriend there.
Yep.
Mary, what was her name? Lisa Jane Persky. She was her boyfriend. In real life was the Gary Valentine. He was the bass player of Blondie, and he wrote a song for her, which was a hit for them. I'm always touched by your presence, dear. So she is the subject of a hit song by Blondie.
Vince, when I see you come about why is it the moon's on always tacos, that it could be a two-way street. At times that can be fun. That could be, well, I guess you could say closer to ideal. But what happens when that works against you? And you know what I mean when I say works against you. You might see some 70s rose bushes, and then
you're not seeing my rose bushes.
Then you're scarred for
Forget
life.
it.
Yeah, I love this line. This line, my friends, we quoted this line all the time. Like if someone got in trouble, like driving with a load not properly tied down, it's like we're waiting, like someone get pulled over and just kind of quote the stuff.
Decent
like,
exposure.
He's adding stuff, and Gibb is like driving with a load not properly tied down. And then he flips. Oh, I love AT. Look at the bumper sticker. I love AT.
Oh, home. Yeah.
I've watched this movie probably 30 times. And I think that's the first time I noticed that. Yeah.
I can see why you have. It does have a major rewatchability to it with the fun of it. And also, it's one of those things you even as you're just doing stuff around the place, you can just keep it on too.
Yep.
And then like hear a line, laugh at the line. It's definitely got that quality to it, which is awesome to see that, because I can't believe I've never even heard of this movie prior, even though, Mark, you had 2 clips playing on here. And yet this movie was like, it was just one of those things where I never was just aware. I just, for all that I know, of course I know about When Harry Met Sally. Of course I know Valentine. Of course I know The Princess Bride. But this one, speechless. Couldn't tell you a word. Couldn't tell you a word.
I remember enjoying it back in the day when it was out. I didn't see it in the cinema. I did see it in VHS, but it was pretty good.
Good old VHS.
And good as movies were intended to be seen.
Yeah.
In the original format,
God made
VHS. Because God intended it.
Oh, dude. This pullover scene with when the hitchhiker guy, I knew something was going to get awful right away. Because as this was going on, I'm like, okay, I feel like I have an idea of how this movie is going to play out. But I bet there's going to be something that kind of like throws like a little bit of a wrench in it.
Fried pork rinds.
Oh, God, the pork rinds kind of was hilarious. Especially how he tries to do nutritional facts about it.
Look at Nick. Like, John Gibb is Nick in some ways. He loves the name Nick.
Yes.
Eating the junk food, chugging the beers. It's like, you were, they cloned Nick for this movie.
Let's see what the ingredients are on this Rockstar. Calories 250, total fat 0 g, sodium 110 mg, total carbohydrates 61 g, total sugar 61 g, included 61 g added
61
sugar,
grams of sugar.
122%, protein 0 g, niacin 16 mg. Probably Nick, that's not how it's pronounced. I know. Oh well. Vitamin B6 1.7 mg.
And in very small lettering at the bottom, nuclear waste 18%.
Nuclear. It's nuclear.
Nuclear waste.
Nuclear waste that I'm drinking.
Nuclear.
But I knew this guy was gonna try to do some weird shit like that or something. But I was shocked when the fact that he happened to be in the back of the car because I feel like there's no hint that he got on, so it made it really like welcome now expect. I thought she was gonna like fucking mollywop his ass really good.
But that was the great scene in the movie theater too. When you watch it, everyone was cheering for that scene.
Oh
It's actually based
yeah.
on Carl Reiner actually saw a woman getting attacked in New York City, and Rob, remembered the story, and his dad went over and just acted all crazy, just to like freak the guy. And they've actually said that something you can do is just act totally nuts to scare someone away. Like, I mean, you might never know. You might pick up. I could be some crazed slime ball. And it's just great acting here. It's just really good. I can be really deranged, violent psycho. You know what I mean? But he's doing it like he's scaring the shit out of this guy who is a piece of shit who's gonna, attack, Allison here and take advantage of her, and she's kind of smiling here like in a scared way. And I love the line at the end. And you don't mind if I take your wife too?
Oh, dude, a great way to cap it all off. What I called this scene here, getting from my one view observation, this is the turning point in terms of how Allison perceives Walter, aka Gibb, because now she sees, okay, this guy is like nutty. He's very energetic, and he kind of acts like a bit of like a child. But there is definitely some, humanity to him. The fact that he did something like that and didn't have to, that was where she started.
Well, he couldn't stand by and let that happen, could he? I mean, who would?
Well, I don't think it was one of those things where she probably was also didn't think something like this was going to happen either. But he obviously didn't trust the situation because he knew better. She lives life on
She's innocent.
She's so innocent. She also lives life on such a strict schedule. She doesn't really think about the outside world much. Whereas him, it seems like even though he's a lot younger, you can tell he definitely has lived a bit of a life already.
She's Mrs. Corduroy's, and nothing ever bad happens, and
she's not a naive girl, but she's got some naive attitudes. It's weird.
Sharp. She's got a sharpness to her, that's for sure. She's not dumb. She just didn't see a situation like this coming. She just really tried to see the best in the guy, just looking to get a ride. And clearly that guy had some ill intentions.
And there's a great moment coming up here when he's still joking. And you're like, yeah, you shouldn't have taken that ride, right? Yeah, because you're always right. But then, and she's getting pissed at him here. But then he's like, he's like, Allison, I'm sorry, you okay? Like, that's the moment. Yes. This is a turning point, and that line here
stops joking.
He stops joking around because it's pretty traumatic. And she's like, yeah. Why'd you get on the back of that truck?
Because you didn't trust the guy.
Yeah. Because I've got a guy that likes to live on the edge, right? And she uses that line later, but yeah, he didn't trust the guy. Yeah.
But just as well the guy wasn't armed.
There when he I think when she realizes, how maybe this is the guy for it. And when you meet someone, a lot of those sparks better fly that first time, or you better kind of know, or you better
just browsing. So you're going to buy a ticket for where to? Nowhere, just browsing.
Just browsing, yeah.
Oh, what's that ticket? Is that poster for a movie in the background?
Let's see. But yeah, you better just like some kind of stamp or something, probably for
maybe.
When you start off, you want to have that spark, and you can see she's already, she's in love. She's got her perfect boyfriend with the flannel sheets. Who's the he was actually Valerie Bertinelli's husband on One Day at a Time.
All right.
Yep, that's where he's from, and or was he not Valerie Bertinelli? Was he? I think he was Valerie Bertinelli's husband on One Day at a Time.
So there was a great line Walter said. He said, I'll hitchhike. I want to see the real America. And clearly he's referring to Middle America. That line alone would be considered toxic just because there's no such thing as Middle America in modern writing. There's New York City and there's Los Angeles.
Yeah, flyover country, right?
Yep. Fly over, pretend the other 48 states don't happen, 47 and a half. What I mean by that is half the Chicago portion of Illinois. Yeah, just the rest doesn't matter. Like you have to just acknowledge this. That's it. I'm from flyover the country. Well, we acknowledge
Me
that.
too. It's very
You
difficult to get
acknowledge
home when you're from flyover country. I mean, they just keep going over your
Flying
house.
over.
that.
I love
I
this
can
line
see
here.
my house from up here.
When she pops up behind him, anything good on, and then
Oh, dude, that was great. How
great
she did
framing.
that. And it was a great way of seeing out her coming out of her shawl towards him too. Now she's kind of latching on to him too. And it was funny because I heard Daphne say in the making of that, she said there was a little bit of this character that kind of how she was in real life.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, interesting. That's actually kind of cool. Whereas Cusack, this was just him, period. Like, bar none. Like,
Yeah.
you even say he's not even acting the scene, where she's still kind of acting, but he was just not acting. He was just a wild kid having fun. He was not acting in this movie. He was having the time of his life, genuinely speaking.
Yeah, that's a great scene. Like great scene.
Swallow.
And this is how you like make your, you make your subtle move here, right? Yeah, trying to
Oh,
not
yeah.
sound, yeah.
Now,
And then
this was a smart play right here.
yeah,
Very smart play. And you start to see the signs of like him now the minute she takes a phone call, he actually shows signs of jealousy when he would,
yep.
kind of like, oh, who cares? Like, yeah, you take your call. And also he's just like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna go to a bar. And obviously he goes to a bar in the middle of nowhere and he sees a cowboy dude and an Arctic dude, and he gets drunk with men. He got drunk with men. And somehow he didn't come back fucked in the ass though. It's impressive. I'm actually impressed. He didn't come back fucked. I just like, wow. No soap drop-ins here. Hey, what's up, Gaskar? Long time no see, man.
Hello.
Thanks for dropping in. It's almost midnight. Oh yeah, does he face plant on the bed? I think he face plants. Yeah, he
When he
does.
comes back, back.
When he comes
Another
back,
great scene here. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the other thing I forgot to mention too, when he's the guy that says, "Oh, you're flunking English," he's playing football in the beginning. John Putch, that he's actually the son of Gene Stapleton, from All in the Family. So Archie, so that's the connection there. So that's Gene Stapleton, Edith Bunker. That's I forgot to point it out, as they're watching it, but that's Edith Bunker. So that's another Rob Reiner connection. And this is I use this
So
line all the
apparently
time.
there's a character in this movie that was in Spinal Tap. It's the actual character with the same actor, a character called Moke, Moke. I think he might have been one of his college buddies. Or he's
that
one
would
of the
make
college guys. And he played a roadie. He played Moke in Spinal Tap. The same character with the same actor. So it is the same universe. It's even got a character repeating.
Awesome.
I don't know which. Yeah.
I see Brian's comment here. I disagree on the stop directing bangers. I thought A Few Good Men was great. I even enjoyed The American President. It's been a long time since I seen it, but I did enjoy
That's
it.
a good
And
movie,
I thought A Few Good Men was freaking awesome as well. So I feel like those were two 90s movies I thought were bangers. So I guess that's a personal thing, maybe. And RJ Godzilla, glad you are here, sir. Thank you for sliding on up in our chats. 5 minutes, a grace period, if you will.
I use that line all the freaking time.
Ah,
for that reason, I don't have, but I just love that line. Like 5 minutes, a grace period. Of just how toxic is this too? Like the guy, the woman needs more, and he just wants the rest, right? It's like I think I've told this story before in Toxic Tuesday. But, this is we're first married. Everyone's thinking about having their first kid.
yeah.
And one of my buddies back then, he's like, Mark, he's like, how you thought like you couldn't wait to, have sex all the time and have fun. And he's like, now that my wife wants to get pregnant, he's like, I just want a good night's sleep. He's like, she raped me like 3 times last night, and I got to get up at 5 a.m. He's complaining. We're laughing. He's like, yeah, who would have thought? I'm thinking of this line, like 5 minutes, a grace period, if you will. And he's like, thank God she got pregnant right away. Like, but it's the stuff that you laugh about. about later. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, so toxic. Yeah, and I love the guy at the bar. I'm
Okay, I
talking about
misread your
Parisian women.
comment. I misread your comment. As far as the 2000s, I didn't see a lot of the stuff in the 2000s. If hell, I don't even know if I actually did. I'm going through this list right now. Alex and Emma, rumor has it. I think I saw the bucket list. I did not see Flipped. No, I did not. So I only saw one, maybe two movies. Yeah, I didn't see the rest of these. Yeah, did not see the. I just remember none of these just really didn't look interesting to me, so I just never saw them. The only one I was curious about was LBJ, but that was something I just never followed through on. Wouldn't know. Wouldn't know. I just know that I'm here.
So I read a very funny, toxic joke tonight. Nothing to do with
Talk
this
to
movie,
us.
but it's I've got a book by a guy called Dennis Hull, who was it's called The Third Best Hull Brother, because his older brothers were Brett Hull, the hockey players. So anyway,
Hockey, yep.
so Dennis became an after-dinner speaker after his hockey career. He did play for the Hawks for a while. So he said one time his brother Brett said to him, he'd been single for 6 months, obviously between marriages, and he said, I've had so much sex in the last 6 months that my eyes are red raw. And Dennis says, I said to him, it's probably the mace.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan 93 Mega.
Which
Saw
I
the
thought was a
bucket
pretty
list.
toxic joke.
That is a toxic joke.
It's probably the
70s.
mace.
I saw the bucket list in theaters. I enjoyed it. All right. Well, hey, it's something to know.
I think
Maybe
that
I'll
was
give you
probably.
consideration.
I think that's probably his last really good movie. I'm gonna go on a
Which
limb.
one?
I would
Bucket
say
List?
the bucket list. That I enjoyed. I haven't, and being Charlie, tragically with the son, I haven't seen LBJ. Spinal Tap 2 was good, but not great. I mean, it's worth watching if you're a Tap fan, but it's not.
Oh
It's
yeah,
got
it's
some
the other
good
one I
moments.
do want to see is the second
Yeah.
Spinal. I still want to see that.
Yeah, but he hadn't done a lot, lately. But of course, he's was a much older guy too. So yeah, just and this is also a Christmas movie too, right? So this is perfect.
It is a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas road trip movie.
Christmas road trip movie. So
it's cool to see Christmas.
we hit the tri.
It's not the greatest Christmas movie ever. That was Invasion USA, but
yeah,
that's a great movie too. But it's not a Christmas movie.
It is. Invasion USA is a Christmas movie. It's set at Christmas. The guy blows the baddies blow a Christmas tree up.
You take
Chuck
the Christmas
saves
elements out,
Christmas,
and they don't affect Christmas.
Yeah, but he's attacking the baddies are attacking the very heart of America.
They're attacking Florida and the Florida men.
Yeah. At Christmas.
Well,
it's
that brings back
sacred Christmas.
Christmas. It was a chance location.
That brings some horrible memories because if someone ever asks you if you can chug a fifth of vodka, don't say yes and attempt to do it. I lost like 25 pounds that night and 30 pounds.
I could not.
Major alcohol poisoning, and I never for years. I didn't watch that movie. I think until we did it on Toxic Tuesday because I remember the scene in the mall. I'm telling my buddies, stop yelling at them, like, stop spinning the room. Dude, who's spinning the room? Like,
there's nothing worse.
The room was actually literally spinning. And I want to, I've told that story before.
I feel like being sick now, just you talking about it.
It was the mall scene.
Hey,
yeah, it was
all
bad.
been there. One time I was getting drunk, and I was at a friend's party, and his friend brought his parents and his younger brothers over. One of his younger brothers, I think, he's like, you should chug that bottle. I'm like, you know what? I should. And then I did. And I got fucking furiously hammered very quickly, and I threw up. Somehow I didn't make it anywhere. I made it to the bathroom, but still, like, I felt that shit really quick. Shit escalates quickly. I remember another time, me and a buddy of mine, we took Jägermeister and Jim Beam and mixed it together. Which is like the combination of death. There was no other the alcohol with alcohol. So would you say that one was
an alcohol chaser? Alcohol with an alcohol chaser. The chaser's alcohol.
Dude, we got so fucking drunk. It was retarded how drunk I was. Like I'm sure I lost IQ cells from that night. I remember
Oh my God.
we dubbed the name of that drink the Hellcatcher because of that. The
The
Hellcatcher.
Hellcatcher. Right?
Yeah.
Give him a
And
real
we were
name,
drinking
Nick.
gas station big gulp cups.
Nick.
Oh, Nick.
There's the
Nick's
Nick.
buddy.
Play that Nick clip.
Nick's a real name.
I agree with that comment. I endorse that comment. I mean,
Yeah.
Nick's a real
Nick's your
name.
buddy.
Nick's your buddy. The kind of guy you can trust. Nick. Guy won't make a big deal if you puke on his rug or puke in his guard. Nick. I mean, he's got a point. They're talking about baby names because she's faking being pregnant so they can get a hitchhiking ride. And he said she wanted to say, "Oh, I'm gonna name him Elliot." And he's like, "What the fuck is that?" Like Elliot, like it was great. It was just great. Hey,
where in the country are they meant to be by now? Whereabouts are they meant to be? They mentioned Albuquerque, but I'm not sure where they are.
Where are they now? I guess.
Well, the movie starts in New York. It starts in New York.
They got to go to California.
And they got to go to California.
They're obviously heading down to New Mexico.
I don't know.
They're taking the southern route.
They said the southern route, right? That was on the board there. But
hey, there's that bear
much
from
else.
those ads.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that bear. He was in commercials. When
only you can prevent forest fires, so put the flamethrower down.
Oh no! Watch out for me! I'm freezing. I thought right here they were gonna fuck, and then they didn't. Yep. I actually thought right here, maybe that was being done to bait me into thinking it was gonna happen as like an excuse to maintain body heat. And I love how she makes such a big deal because hold up, I got a credit card, and then makes such a big deal about having a credit card like it's this revolutionary thing.
It kind of would be.
Well, back then it would have been.
Yeah, it was your lifesaver, but nowadays it's just like another thing to have.
Yeah, because cell phones would ruin this movie today, right?
Oh yeah, for the most part. Oh yeah,
right? Because they could have called a freaking Uber or called something, and credit cards, right? Especially your kid, they're going to like it's supposed to be brown. It's actually brown that it's supposed to be in this movie. They don't say it. Of course, a bunch of freaking.
They have a brown kid.
Brown University. Yeah.
Somebody's not telling the truth to somebody.
Yeah. But back then, like I didn't have a credit card going through college. I had a bank account, and I guess maybe it was a debit card tied to it, but like I had $300 in the bank account.
I may have got my first one round about this time this movie was made in that era, maybe. Hell, ATMs were just coming in the early 80s. I remember the first ATM I used. I thought, my God, that's exciting. Wow.
Yeah,
and then it was downhill all the way because it was harder to get money before that. After that, it just seemed easy and you spent it all.
Yeah, because I remember going to the bank the first time when the ATM was down because I only had used the ATM. And I went to the teller and said, I've never used a real person before. How do I take money out of my account?
We used to go to the bank and write a check. We used to write a check in the bank to get money.
Yeah, you write a check. Yep. Or the deposit, the withdrawal ticket. Yep. Yeah.
Credit cards work like completely different. Kind of like, no, you don't understand. I have a credit card. Credit cards being a big deal, man. So
but my dad told me specifically I could only use it in case of an emergency. Well, maybe one will come.
Well, maybe that's an emergency. Yes. I've written a check here and there recently.
I have written 2 checks in my life, and the last one I wrote was 19 years ago. I mean, unless you count, I mean, I don't know if you want to stay accounts, but for my monthly car payment, they check it out. They take it out by checking and savings account, but I don't write a form it, but it's electronic e-payment
withdrawal.
Yeah. I don't know if that counts, but as far as it physically writing on a check, which has my account routing and account number, I've written 2 of them.
I've written 2 or 3 in the last 3 years. There's specific circumstances they are quite useful for a record, to having a physical record of them. But that's more of sort of a legal thing.
I did 2 of them. The last one was 19 years ago, and the one before that makes it a year before that.
You know what really throws me, though? If somebody says you're going to have to send this by fax.
Oh,
Like if you're doing so, it's usually things to do with legal stuff. Or you need to send a fax. I can't email you. No, it has to be a fax. Okay, how do you do that?
How do you do that?
How the
Yeah.
hell do you do that?
also, the relationships would work a lot differently too because of the cell phones. Do we know how it would have turned out with Allison and and her guy over all the way in California because of the phones? That's the thing. She could have also nowadays found another ride because of the technology. If she doesn't like where she's going, I'll just find another Uber or Lyft. There will be a substitute. There's way too many alternatives nowadays. That's our thing. So it isn't just like the Uber list alternative, but the fact that there's always another ride in case one doesn't work out. And in case of like hitchhikers, nowadays there's a lot more eyes and ears everywhere. Shit like that will have gotten found out very quickly. Expose that shit on social media and such. So this is one of those movies like, wow, this would not even be a movie. And even not even because of the toxicity, but just because of the circumstances that they're in with the lack of technological advances.
Indeed.
Yeah, there's just so many outs now. Just so many outs that you could take, with the it's good to have this technology, but yeah, it just ruins a lot of the situations you were in before. That's why so many movies now, they try to like remove the cell phone or something. There's no coverage here. They try to, take that part out because, if you...
Or take place in the before
your
time.
accounts have been hacked and none of your credit cards work anymore.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then he's getting jealous about Jason again, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're both like farmhouses, yeah. So, and she's realizing how boring this freaking guy is. And the one thing that he asked the lines is, but does he make you laugh? And I thought that was another real pivotal line in this movie, too. Because you see them click, yeah.
Yeah, and he's kind of got a point. He's kind of got a point. Actually, fuck that shit. He doesn't he does have a point. Seriously, if he ain't making you laugh, why are you with him? Like, do you want to be with a stuck-up fuck? Oh, this is another turning point, not for him, because if I recall, he goes to the shower and she's there and not the sure thing lady.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a Darth Vader moment. This is Luke when Darth Vader's...
She's penetrated his subconscious.
Penetrated his subconscious. That's
like
fucking funny.
Luke fighting Vader when he knocks the head off an Empire, and it's his face there. And it's like this is her face there.
Well, thankfully, it wasn't his face in this instance.
Yeah. She's so cute too, but she's cute and like the wholesome girl next door. This is like
she's a tiger in bed, though.
Oh, she is, yeah. Like this is the woman you would, you'd
always the girls next door.
Oh man, this shit got way too straight. I'm not gonna accept this shit.
In the ass?
Jesus Christ! Keep it gay, keep it gay, keep it gay.
There we go. Oh, this is a major progression too. Like, obviously, like they originally were keeping the distance, and she wakes up and he's like on her sleeping. They didn't fuck, but she doesn't stop it. She doesn't brush him up, even though she didn't do anything. And it was all him. She was like, "Oh, she liked it." Yeah, she liked it. It was definitely another.
Look at the smile there.
She's got a cute smile. Very cute smile.
Yeah.
And she said she thought Cusack was cute. Like she had a crush on him during the movie too.
Yeah.
So, which helps. They're both very young here.
Oh, it adds up. She's like,
this is definitely the southwest somewhere.
So I guess she likes them young.
If it's Navajo, it could be getting towards Monument Valley.
She likes them young. I think she must be older, but
young and hung.
Yeah. I mean, young and hung. I mean, are you trying to tell me something, Sim?
I saw you strip down for that hot tub.
His dick's not small.
You have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
Thanks.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm not. No, see, and also another thing that would have been affected by this type of movie, Tate, even if you don't think about toxicity, you don't think about the message, they would have absolutely fucked in the first 10 minutes.
Yep.
Because there would just been no morality to this movie. It would have been, I have a boyfriend. It's okay. He won't find out. That's another thing.
Right.
Everything about this movie, everything really couldn't happen. Everything. Also, the guy would have to be some guy who looks like a pimply face because we need to see ourselves in him. It would be some pimply face douchetarian. And his name would be like Bjork, but except it's a guy who identifies as a Bjork. Yeah, it would be some weird shit. And the girl Daphne would be like the girl who plays Black Batwoman or something. Just join. What's up, Walter? Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for dropping in, man. Hope you made it back home from work all right. We've just been having wonderful conversation of the movie and the Reinerism and everything about this movie. Oh, the conversation. This is where it really escalates. Yeah. The truck driving conversation. Oh, sure thing, huh?
All my life, I
no
never
strings
had a
attached. No guilt trips. No nothing. And he's so you do all for a sex drive, huh? And she heard the conversation, and now she's actually jealous. It went from he was jealous to she was jealous. It was like, what the fuck? Have fun with your shirt thing yet?
Strictly speaking, she's out of line. I mean, they're not supposed to have anything between them, so why should she care? Yeah.
Because she's falling in love and she can't take it.
She was intending to go back to that place and break up with her square boyfriend. For a second, I thought it was Cameron from Ferris Bueller, her boyfriend.
He does look a bit like him, doesn't he?
Kind of looks like, at some angles, like, is that Cameron?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I went up straight to the IMDb. I'm like, no, it's
Boyd
not
Gaines. He does look like him.
Yeah, he was on. Now, what role did he play?
He's in One Day at a Time. I've never seen it.
Like, yeah, so I used to love him. Schneider, yeah. So, but I think he was Valerie Bertinelli's boyfriend. But was he a dentist on the show? Or was that the other boyfriend was a dentist? But anyway,
I don't watch trash television like you, man.
I'll tell you what, man. This guy knows how to sell being a very boring, like depressive boyfriend. That's good acting on his part because I see this guy, I'm like, wow, he looks like one of those guys I can't wait to not hang out with. Or if I did hang out with him, I'm gonna change your fucking life because you suck at it. And then you would actually become awesome because of it.
The actor that plays her boyfriend was in Porky's though, so he's had a major career.
That's right. Yeah.
So he was
Heartbreak Ridge
and in Porky's.
He was in Porky's. He played a coach. Coach Roy.
Also, he was not toxic then. Well, see, now we have to do it even more so. I can't accept him being boring. That's just like, bro, I don't call the parties, guys. He reminded me of a dude who when I was at a metal fest, and this guy's like, guys, why are you partying? And we're like, dude, it's a fucking metal fest. It's 1 a.m., guys. It's a metal fest. We said we were going to party. Guys, I gotta call my mom. We're like, oh my god, this fucking guy. Oh yeah, I literally had that guy, and we just kept partying. We told him we were gonna party. We were just gonna not like, dude. It's 3 a.m. I want to order a pizzeria and tell them I want 19 pizzas. You think we're gonna be fucking passed out and sleeping? No, dude. That I hung out with this guy. That's what I think about. This guy is that guy I hung out with. I did hang out with him, and it was awful.
Well, the crazy thing is, like, then he's like, "Let's do something wild. I'll spot you 50 points."
Oh,
like she's chugging the beer here, and he's like, shotgun. He's like, "What the hell has happened to my girlfriend?" You know, like this guy's already like 50 years old. Like they're married. She's realizing they're like a married couples in their 60s, where they're home and the kids have already left the house and they're freaking boring. Not that you have to be boring.
You're suggesting that people in their 60s that are married are boring? Could you just clarify what you're saying there, Mark?
Yeah, you just want to walk the dog and hang out and not.
That's
not get
kind of what I
drunk,
do. Yeah. 4 hours of dog walking.
How many beers did you shotgun tonight?
Somewhere. Well, it's somewhere under 1 and possibly 0.
Let's go to Disneyland.
I did have a nice cup of tea though.
Yeah, I got my Earl Grey going here. Decaf too. Yeah.
A nice cup of tea.
My Mark
Oh no, I had
Doomsday mug, but
caffeinated.
yeah.
I had caffeinated. I'm the wild.
Yeah.
You see, I'm still wild.
Crazy. I spot you 50 points.
I've got my Sabaton Christmas sweater on though. Isn't that
One's
pretty
gay
rock and roll?
and the other is less gay. Is basically what you guys are telling me. One's gay, the
Yeah.
other is slightly less gay. Caffeinated is less gay. Okay, we got that
Yeah.
straight. That's ironic. We got that straight. No, I'm looking here. The box office performance is really fascinating. So it wasn't like this massive hit, but my guess is this movie was not high budgeted. But if you look at the numbers, it opened up to 3 million and had a 7% drop. And in 1985, that's kind of a big deal to have a 7% second week drop. And that's like, and then maintained that the week after. It's insane. So it started off at 3 million, went on to 18, adjust for inflation.
The lack of any major stars at the time. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, no big stars. Yep.
That's probably what helped with the budget too, was that because they had a bunch of smaller names, they didn't have to worry about paying them.
I think it made a profit though, didn't it? I mean,
I never looked into it, but
Well,
I would not be surprised. At the very minimum, this movie probably broke even when it was all said.
Yeah, but it was enough to keep Rob Reiner's career going. So it couldn't have been a complete bomb. Couldn't have bombed.
No,
because this is movie number 2.
Yeah, at this time, this is one of those things where if you got a movie bombed, you were definitely hurt by it for a little bit.
Yeah, because I think I'm just checking what was after this. It was
well, he had a string of huge hits after
Stand By Me was after this.
Oh yeah, and
then The Princess Bride. So it couldn't have been a huge flop, or he wouldn't have got.
At the very minimum, it had to have broken even, if not made money. Dude, I love this fucking line. He's like, you told I was a virgin, so I exaggerate. Girls like virgins. They find them a church. She thought I was gay. It's a bigger challenge. Oh, dude.
How toxic is that line?
That was
right.
Outstanding.
Right?
That may have been my favorite line of the entire movie.
I figured that would be your favorite, right?
I freaking died with that line.
I noticed that. Just checking Wikipedia, God forgive me. They didn't release a soundtrack album from this, but there's some pretty banging tracks in the soundtrack. You had Huey Lewis, Sammy Hagar, Quiet Riot, Jay Giles Band, the Eagles, The Cars, even Dance Hall Days, Wang Chung.
What song from Quiet Riot?
Party All Night. Which is not one I know it. But they had the Heart of Rock and Roll, Huey Lewis.
Yep.
Was in this.
A
couple of Jay Giles tracks.
Roll.
Heartache Tonight, the Eagles.
Wow.
You Might Think, the Cars, one of the best Cars tracks. Yeah. So it had some decent stuff. And it had Lionel Richie, so that just ruins the whole thing.
This spot here. When he's like, excuse me while I go kill someone.
Dude, yeah.
Of course, you couldn't say that line today, too, right?
Yeah.
If you had that line, like, someone would be like, so what? Or like, you might be bisexual. Like, something would be like,
dude,
you know, exaggerate. Like, you know, you recap it. The lines are showing as you said them, Nick. But like, you know, you couldn't get mad at that today, right?
No, Queen Latifah would have been the sure thing at middle age too. It would have been Latifah.
Oh, I remember Party All Night. That's a good Quiet Riot track. I like that.
Yeah. It's a great song.
One. Yeah.
So a lot of these songs are playing during the party here. Yeah. So they're all playing. A bunch of them are playing during this party. Yeah.
And this is where their jealousy blows up.
Yep.
It fucking blows up. And you think like they both succumb to giving in to, let's just say, what was supposed to be their status quo. You think it's going to happen. Like, okay. It was a good run. It was an entertaining journey. You were that close. You had it on the ropes. And you just, you know, it couldn't be. It was a smart way of buttering me up and make me think, oh, they're subverting me. Only to find out, nah. But man, dude, That guy's such a fucking square. He reminds you of the guy I hung out with at the Metal Festival. We didn't really hang out with. He was sharing our
Annoying.
hotel room, and he was a boring old. The funny part is he was younger than me. I was. Let's see. How old
Why were
was
you
I?
sharing a hotel room, Nick?
With a guy you didn't know
With
that
a
well.
guy you didn't know that
We were
well.
sharing with about 7 or 8 other men. He was
That's
one of
even
them.
worse. That sounds even worse.
Well, I'm not lying. There was like 7 or 8 men in the room. Trying to think I'm trying not to. I'm not gonna say his name. I came close to say this. So it's 2013. This was I
it
was like
Dolph?
25, 26. Well, yeah, his name did start with a D. Just wasn't Dolph. But I was
So it
25.
started with a D and it ended with a D.
I was
A big or
25
little?
or 26. 25 or 26. This guy, remember, he's 21 or 22. So I remember I was just like, how is this guy 3 or 4 years younger than me? And yet he's at like the boomer of the fucking party.
He's Jason here. He's the boyfriend. Yep.
He was, but in his early 20s. It was
This guy's
really...
supposed to be 20, right? I mean, he's supposed to be 20.
True, yeah, he's gotta be.
The plaid, he's got the jacket on. Like, why would we want to go to a party? People think they having fun there. It's like,
She should
how
have
does
asked
he know
him.
you hog the blankets? Yeah.
There's going to be an
Oh
accountant.
yeah. How do you know
what
he
eats?
with Cheetos or some shit like that?
And that's why the lines of this movie are so well written too. Like they're thought, it's like it's a teen. You could joke it's like a comedy, but they're really thoughtful lines, and the scenes tie into each other. There's a thread running through them, and you can see now how pissed she is. She's like, God damn it, I'm in love with this guy, even though I don't want. It's going to ruin my perfect life, but I got to get out of my comfort zone. And the sure thing is, there's no chemistry. There's zero chemistry with him and the sure thing. There's and it's perfect acting there. Because she's this gorgeous girl that on paper,
there's no emotional connection whatsoever in it. There's nothing.
That you would think he'd be all over and like every guy's dream, but there's no connection there, no spark, and it's perfect for the movie because he's there and he's he's like, oh, I've had a dry spell, but now he thinks he's found the love of his life, and you want to imagine, they got married and had a bunch of kids named Nick 1, 2, 3, and 4, kind of like George Foreman.
Right there, he looks like Cameron. At that angle, he looks just like. That's what I thought.
He does, doesn't he?
That's why I thought it was fucking Cameron. No,
Did you make love to him?
Two great taglines. One of them was, "A sure thing comes once in a lifetime, but the real thing lasts forever." And the other was, "He's onto a sure thing, but ends up on the funniest journey to romance you've ever seen." And they made me feel like that romance almost didn't happen. They almost got me. Do you love him? Yeah. And that conversation ends. You're thinking, oh, that's awkward.
Look at her eyes there.
Awkward.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Oh, Jennifer
Super
Grover,
chat.
Canadian $2 says, "Hey guys, hello Jennifer.
Hey Jennifer.
Hope everything's going great up north in the Canada land. It's been a while. Hopefully you are doing superbly excellent. Thank you for the Canadian too. I hope Christmas is excellent towards you. All right. I know you're up north. I think Christmas is on a different day, but I'm going to say that anyway. So cheers to you, Jennifer. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Bring it down now. As we see. Oh, yeah. And the class. Dude, I was actually kind of like, oh, no. The awkward classic. I was actually kind of not looking forward to seeing, and I came out surprised. I thought this movie had me on the road, so that it turns out.
So you admitted you came out.
I do. I had to come out eventually.
And that's sadly, of course, that's Tracy Reiner there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Tracy Reiner, small cameo.
Yeah.
Was she the one who found her parents? I think
she was.
I think she was, unfortunately, tragically. Yeah. And
Yikes.
she's the one that told the cops, someone dangerous in our family.
Look in the family.
Yep.
Yikes. Yeah, that's, I can't imagine. But see, that's why we need to embrace the fun and the good, because we don't want to remember the tragedy. We want to remember stuff like this that was clearly, from my eyes, overlooked. Whereas you, Mark, you practically had a freaking hard on for this movie, which
I've loved this movie for years. Yeah, for years, and it's not just the generous scoops of flesh line; it's the
yeah, that's good.
we kind of skipped over that. Yeah.
No, I'm glad you mentioned it. It's good time as
should I
ever.
say tits? He's like that. Say generous scoops of flesh. But do you think they would mean that? No, that means breasts. He's like, I think they get the picture. Yeah. But the framing of this movie, and watching this as a coming of age movie, going off to college, and it's a perfect little comedy, but shows how life can work out in strange ways, and stay out of your comfort zone. And I had my kid watch this movie with my kid and some of his college buddies back in the vid when we weren't supposed to have more than 4 people together. F that. They're going back to college.
My man.
Watch this, and they all freaking love this movie. As 18-year-olds, and they're like, yeah, and I mentioned this is Daphne when I saw her, like, you wouldn't make a movie like this today because it's got no big stars, no offense, no huge stars, not a big budget. There's no special effects. It's a simple movie. But my kids, my son and his buddies were laughing the whole time during this movie. Yeah, because it's got that toxic element, but it's also treats all the characters with respect, and they're not caricatures. They're really well rounded. You could see the two people growing together when on paper you're like, oh, they shouldn't end up together. They're totally opposite. This guy's eating freaking pork rinds, and she's got this organizer that every minute of her life planned. And it's a really charming movie with all these great toxic moments. And so I think this is more toxic than some of the other movies. And offhand you say, oh yeah, would the sure thing be a toxic movie? And I've loved this movie for so long. I never really thought of that I've been saying we got to do this movie, and then we're on, you're on Geekery with Tom and talking Rob Reiner. I'm like, let's do the sure thing.
Well, in some ways, it's a little bit more grounded and realistic in places than some of the other, male road trip, college type things we see. I mean, nobody's going to ever imagine in a million years that Animal House is really real. It's fun, but
as real as you make
yes,
it,
elements
70s.
of it may happen from time to time, but this is to me, it's kind of more grounded and realistic without being soppy or wimpy.
It's not wimpy. It's not sappy. Well, Rob Reiner's approach to this was to have it be realistic, but not overly realistic to the point where you don't feel like you're watching a movie anymore. Like, you gotta have the entertainment factor enough to know you're watching a movie, but still have be realistic enough that they are humans with relatable qualities to them. And it works, man. It freaking works that he does that. So he clearly understands balance when it comes to these movies, and how he approaches movies. Because I've seen him say this numerous times. He approaches the characters first with his stories. It's all about the characters, that's a great point to start, because the characters drive everything. They drive your story. They drive the moments, and they're the things that we connect to the most, whether it's through someone's perspective or seeing how we perceive other characters through their one's perspective. So it's really important to have great character work, and everything else you can forgive. Even if there's, let's just say, flaws, when there's great character work. Great character work always escalates.
But this is where he blows it, because the next line after this is, she didn't have a penis.
Oh, come on. You didn't sleep with her. Yeah. She wasn't my type. That's not
She didn't have a penis.
But you can believe Gibb here, like, actually saying she wasn't my type, right? This is believable. This is
it's believable. Sappy as it sounds.
I like how they end up on the roof. She's now into his rebelliousness, and they're back where they started, because originally she rejected on top of the roof, and now she's given the smooch up on the roof. I thought that was a great. Now that once I saw that they were actually getting together, I'm like, please tell me they're gonna be up on the roof. They're gonna end up on the roof, and I'm like, there you go.
Back on the roof, right?
Yeah, right where it started, right where it all went wrong, and now it's going all right.
Yeah. Talking about, would you like to have a sexual encounter so powerful it would change your political views?
Oh yeah, that line too.
I play that line all the time.
When put this movie at face value, as I mentioned earlier, when you think about the synopsis and then hear people describe what the movie's about, you don't affiliate toxicity to it. But then the dialogue happens and it changes everything.
Right?
Changes everything. Yeah, it's dude. I'm surprised like there was a soundtrack that came out because it had like the right
There's
songs.
a few bangers. There's a few well-known people in it.
It had the debut of Nicolette Sheridan. Like it was just like bang.
Sure
Hey,
thing, right?
I see Ollie. Merry Christmas to the queer pal. Oh, hey, it's our fellow gay Latino. Hello, sir. Merry Christmas.
Hey,
But
Paulie,
he's a
Merry
sexy
Christmas.
guy. That Paulie.
You just missed
Like
the best scene in
Zorro
the
the
movie.
Gay Blade.
Oh,
when the two guys make out. Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think. Hold on, guys. Could you listen?
That time, I heard you coming.
Yeah. Yeah. And just like
We
that.
speak each other's unspoken language.
We do. That's why we're such a good panel.
We are the sure thing.
Yeah, those are the cast here. Bus station guy.
Damn it.
Anyone you'd know? No one would recognize there yet.
No.
Richard Hamilton, yeah.
I'd forgotten what a great movie that was.
No sophomore slump
Really
here.
good.
This is Rob Reiner saying these aren't sloppy seconds. These are very clean seconds.
There's a extreme lack of diversity in it, though. I mean, I don't remember any Latinos in it.
Shit, I don't think there's even an Asian guy in this movie either. Yeah.
There might have been one or two in the background in New Mexico. I don't know.
But that doesn't count.
With a cowboy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, yeah, there was none of that.
Let's get to the sound.
It was pure. The movie
He's
was
got
pure.
a point. He's got a point.
Daphne's cute. Oh, he had to ruin it. Paulie had to ruin it with facts. He has to ruin it with facts.
Daphne's Cuban?
Yep.
I don't see it. I mean, I believe you. It's just, hey, I mean, again,
I was trying to make a joke and he ruined it.
I go to Puerto Rican family parties and half the people still think I'm a guest. So I guess that kind of works. If people still think I'm a guest, she probably still gets, hey, you must be a guest too. No, I'm family. I'll have to talk with Daphne one day. It's like, what's it like to go to fan parties and still people thinking you're a guest just because you don't look like everyone else? But this great line here. The submarine is the ultimate gay bar. 150 men go down in a tube full of semen. 50 couples come back up. Oh, man. That's
right.
Good, dude.
75 couples, he says. He can't do math.
I'll say 5 couple. Either way, dude. Either way.
So maybe some of them were a throuple.
Yeah. Either way, you squirt it. It's great. Either way, you squirt it. And I'm going to emphasize the squirts on that one.
I did like the depiction in this movie of the parties in Southern California. I just always imagine Paulie's house is like every night. That party at the end.
Right, yeah. Party all the time.
That's right. Even the shirts they were wearing.
Even the damn.
I mean, there would be no bikini-clad women, just sort of, macho-looking guys with mustaches, but
lots of men.
Still, the shirts would be the same.
Lots of men. Chat, I want to see your toxic scores on the sure thing, because I definitely wasn't sure this one being a toxic one, but yet here we fucking are. Like, absolutely insane that we got an absolutely absurdly toxic one. And then we got Jennifer Grover coming in hot once more for an Arcane 2. You guys, I'm really loaded right now. LOL. Yeah, I love that. Cheers, Jennifer. And I hope Christmas is stellar for you. Hey, enjoy the finer things of life, like the delicious beverage. I had a few delicious ones when I was in the Dells a few nights ago. It was superb. It really was. Oh, dude, I slid into Corey's stream earlier today, and we talked about the meat that he was looking at, and Christian's big meat on his screen. And it looked really good.
It was in a large 12-inch submarine sandwich?
Unfortunately not. It was bigger, though. It was bigger.
Oh, there we go. That's nice.
Yeah. So there's my sure thing. I was trying to find my signed autograph, so I got this poster signed to me.
Ah, cool.
Down there in the bottom.
So did you? I mean, did she get a lot of attention for that movie, or more for Spaceballs at these
all
things?
Spaceballs. She probably thought, "Who's this weird dude with the thing shirt on?"
That's right. Yeah.
Asking all these questions about the sure thing, and there was like no one there too. Like she was now she get a ton of people probably with Spaceballs 2 being announced. I mean, she had a few people, but like I could spend as much time, and then then there's laughing. Like
That's nice for us when you go to something like that. If somebody you want to talk to has got nobody else there.
And she has no freaking idea how much I love this movie, or maybe she did after, but
she does now.
She does now. Yeah, if you watch
knows now.
She knows now.
You should have offered her your T-shirt.
And then they wouldn't let her. She's like, I can't leave for lunch. They're making me eat at the table. Like, wow. But yeah, she was very friendly, very nice. And of course, she was on Melrose Place that I watched with my better half for many years. And,
so which con was this?
This was Terrificon 2024.
Okay. Where's that?
Quark that day. It's in Mohegan Sun at the casino in Connecticut. So I highly recommend the show if you can get there, because it's not a huge show, but it's pretty decent size, but it's big enough where you can see everything.
I like the medium-sized ones.
Like a medium.
Yes.
You like your
ton of great guests. Like you can get into all the panels. You don't have to worry about like getting shut out of the panels. And
they're always the best. Not the
they
huge
had
ones.
they had from Captain America. They had who's Captain America's girlfriend? I'm doing stream
Peggy
brain.
Carter.
Peggy Carter.
Haley Atwell.
Yeah. Haley Atwell, thank you, was there. Panel for like 45 minutes.
I would have gone up and had a chat with her about a couple of things.
Yeah, she was approachable. The funny thing was that she was answering questions during the middle of the questions. Like someone came to the mic and said, due to Haley's movie commitment, she's no longer allowed to ask any questions from the audience. And she's like, I don't know why they're doing that. I love answering your questions, but now it's got to be tied to Avengers Doomsday. Probably film part of that or been announced.
Wearing that shirt, if I was you, I would have found an empty table and sat behind it and see how many people came up to you and asked for an autograph.
Right? Well, the great thing is that's, and I should say
that. I'll try to think, who is that guy? What was he in? That's a hell of a T-shirt he's wearing. Maybe he was in the AIP, the Roger Corman Fantastic Four.
I heard he was in Alien versus Predator 1.
Yeah, I think something like that. You could have put some photographs out front.
Yeah,
just
good
various
stuff.
things.
Yeah. There are some empty tables there sometimes. But I got to say too, this is Clobbering Time shirt. So Jonathan, his son, we went to the memorial. They put out all his shirts and they said everyone take one or two. And of course, then we went back to his place and of course I grabbed this one, a couple of those, and then Jonathan's like, Gary. Because I didn't know that about Clobby, that he had like collecting shirts is one of his things, from bearded shirts or line shirts, and he had like bags and bags and bags of shirts. So we took, I took a bunch more, and let's hear, Daphne she's very good looking today and very good looking back then. Yeah, classic beauty, and she was very super friendly, super nice. So
I'm glad she was. And to your advantage, the fact that not a lot of people were meeting her, it worked to you because she'll probably appreciate those type of moments. Like hell yeah, like hell all right. Because when a lot of the celebrities, the lesser known ones, they really appreciate. They are definitely the ones who really appreciate it. That's for sure. Because there's always like the main one or two names, and everyone else gets a handful of people. So people like that are going to really appreciate this. So anyways, Jennifer Grover, third time's a charm, Canadian 5 says, you guys, lots of love to you in the chat. I got to go for now. Too loaded. XOXOXO. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas, Jennifer. Enjoy those fine beverages.
Yes.
Yeah. But chat, please give us your toxic scores. I want to see them. Making super chats is cool. Getting your interactions is cool. But I want toxic scores in our chat. Even if it's only 2 of them, let's acknowledge that. I'm going to let these dudes acknowledge their toxicity. So, 70s.
I just struggling with this. I actually only think it probably falls around about a 6.5 out of 10. because I think it starts very toxically, but by the end, it kind of, because of the character development, it kind of becomes a little less toxic. Oh,
that's Grok. This is AI, but
I was gonna say, did Mark get a hard on right here?
I was gonna say there's yeah, that's.
I'm happily married.
Grok, can you remove that 2-inch erection from the fiction?
2 inches.
Yeah, but they like it that way, don't they? So yeah, I think I'm at 6.5. I mean, the sure, the whole concept of a sure thing and the transactional nature of it, and all the scenes of her being super hot, Nicolette Sheridan, is probably the most toxic. There's a few toxic lines in there. I mean, obviously our boy, our main character, starts out pretty toxic, and he's quite, makes a few dig comments that are quite fun. We would think are fun. Could be seen as deem human. I don't know, misogynistic, whatever you want to call it. But I think because of the way they develop, it ends sweetly. So kind of pulls it from from a 9 at the start to like a 4 at the end. So it kind of falls somewhere in the middle. I'll say 6.5.
Okay.
It's sweet at the end. It's sweet.
Well, it's sweet, but it goes all the way to the end with the toxicity. You could say maybe it decreases, but I'd say it's more like a 6 towards the end. But that's just me. But I'll let you have your
Plus,
score.
Brian, he ends up with a woman, not a guy.
Well, that is pretty toxic. That's true. This is an 11 then.
Paulie for $1.99 says bend over. Well, 70s did that for me before the stream started.
I believe
think we got the perfect clip for that one, don't we, Nick?
I believe that's Paulie's pseudonym at the Blue Oyster Club when he dances there. It's Ben Dover.
In the ass?
And his good friend Phil McCavity, of course.
Oh god!
Ask and you shall receive.
Thank you, Paulie.
Thank you.
Paulie should come on. We have to get Paulie on one of these shows.
Hey, he's welcome to come on.
He's got to get on one of these.
I'd like to have him on. It's been a while. We're doing 5 weeks of Chuck Norris. He could come on for a
We've not had Paulie for a while.
It's been a long time. It really has been. Maybe I'll reach out to him and let's see what Chuck Norris movie he wants to have his way with. Most bearded Chuck or the less bearded
No,
Chuck?
we've done a few already, of course.
Chuck. And we're going to do so much more Chuck. We've done a lot of chucking with Chuck Norris. Now we're going to chuck even more with Chuck. Anyway.
Do we have the Van Damme clip when he's dancing in front of the lady?
I've got those. I'll have to find it.
Is that one still on?
We got to put that clip back in. We got to put that back in the privates.
It's not in the private.
It's not there.
No, it's not in there.
Because it does remind me of Paulie. It's true.
Oh yeah,
the leotard. I think it's. And they're both martial artists, so
yeah. TZ Burton says Toxic 5, good movie. Brian Barth gives it a good 7, a good handy Randy 7. And I think that's just our 2 score. Yeah, that's our 2 scores, unless more dudes or lady pop up scores. Well, there's 2 women tonight. It's a new record. 2 women. Yeah. So thank you, dudes and 2 ladies. And guys, if you have a score, go ahead and whip them out if you got one. Otherwise, we'll let Mark take it away with the toxicity score.
Well, I'm going to go with like an 8 because this is one of my all-time favorite movies, which I don't know why I'm so rationally love this movie, but it's one of those. If I had to, and the thing I was thinking about too, Rob Reiner has probably got some of my top all-time movies, like Spinal Tap. If I had to land on the desert island, right?
Spinal Tarp. Yep.
Spinal Tarp is coming with me. Princess Bride is coming with me.
Oh, what a movie!
And The Sure Thing is coming with me. So it's probably my top. It's people, you always do the list like what's your favorite movie. But if I had to have my top 10, he's got at least 3 movies in the top 10, and he's got some other really fantastic movies too. That Few Good Men and Stand By Me.
Ghosts of Mississippi is a great movie.
Ghost of Mississippi.
Powerful
so
movie.
Really some great freaking movies. So, so tragically he was, murdered parent, you know, it seems like by his own son, which is just horrific. And you know, but he gave us all these great laughs too, as Meathead, and you know, and other TV shows he was on, and you know, his father was a comedic genius too, Carl. So yeah, just
inventor of the Optigrab.
You can see the genius, and I'm sure tweaking the script and making this even more funny. But yeah, the whole premise of the movie is toxic. He's going across country, like we said, to get lucky. You know, they're toxic college students. His roommate is writing, you know, trying to write a fake letter in a penthouse, and that letter that he wrote gets read in class, and so you know, Allison is even more pissed off at him. You know, as they're going cross country, like he's eating, you know, pork rinds and chugging beers. He's going to a bar and buying drinks for everyone and pretend, you know, sure, Doc, what do you want? You know, are you 18? You know, and you know, that great bar scene, and it's just so much that's toxic with the movie. And of course, I think one of the better scenes, you know, the truck scene where she's gonna get attacked by you know, the guy that picked her up when she was hitchhiking, and that was one of the, you know, the pivotal scenes in the movie, but really well acted. And just the whole, you know, his room, you know, his buddy in California only cares about, you know, having sex and partying, and you see that contrast too, because her character, she's not all about the partying, and she's almost like she's married already, but they realize, you know, I think they you know, a lot of character growth.
They need to meet in the middle.
Yeah,
like she's at one end of the scale, but she doesn't really want to be, and he's at the other end of the scale, doesn't realize he shouldn't be. They meet in the middle at the end. She wants to loosen up a bit, and he wants to, you know, straighten up a bit. So
yeah, it's a great way to put it. Yeah,
great parallels. Yeah,
yeah. So they
it's like
kind
the
of
bit at the end of Demolition Man when Stallone says, "Yeah, you guys are got to get a little dirtier. You guys are got to get a little cleaner." You know,
kind of like, you know, opposite of Grease, right? Where, you know, Sandy's got to dress up in the leather outfit and kind of, you know, and Danny, you know, well, he puts the sweater on, but they're not really metal in that movie. They're just, you know, it's just like a costume that they're putting on.
I got chills. They're multiplying.
I got chills.
And I'm losing control. But the power you're supplying, it's electrifying. And I always thought you know, when they shared the vocals and that, and they swapped. I always thought he was singing her part and she was singing his part. Like, like she's got the more masculine voice. Weird.
Well, but yeah. So this, yeah, and the truck driver, right? How toxic is the truck driver? Like, all my life, I've never had a sure thing.
Oh, dude, the driver's great.
Yeah. So there's just toxicity, you know, all around in this movie, and but it's a good-natured movie. It's not a, you know, not a mean movie. It's not making fun of anyone, really, you know, and it just, you know, if you haven't watched it, you know, I'm assuming most people in the chat have watched it, but if you haven't, oh, the screen joined, good, but
yeah,
there he is. Paulie's in this too somewhere.
For those of you who catch the replay, you're wondering where that's at. Well, we apologize, but that clip is just too good. We had to play it.
Yeah.
So for those who watch replay, we apologize if it's not there anymore.
Yeah, yeah. That was White Man Can't Jump, wasn't it?
Breaking. Can't jump.
White Man Can't Dance. White Man Can't Boogaloo.
Yeah,
there's still a few JCVD movies we still haven't done either.
We could do,
quite a few.
And we still haven't even done Stallone's Cliffhanger as well.
Oh, I love Cliffhanger. I got the 4K.
So we gotta do that. We still need to do Rocky 5 and Rocky Balboa. Yeah, I know a lot of people hate Rocky 5, but we gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
Gotta do it. Yeah.
Look at this sexy cover. Look at that.
Yeah, let's zoom in on that cover.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks nice and thick in your hands. Pretty big.
It's backwards. That's weird. I like the pose. He's posing like he's showing off his butt.
Yeah. Yeah, in that movie, well, I guess I shouldn't.
Yeah, like a reverse hard on. You got a soft off.
Yeah.
Yeah. The beginning of that movie was pretty shocking. So that was, you didn't expect that to happen. So.
Fantastic villain performance by what's his name?
Oh,
my mind's just gone
we
blank.
still haven't even done Lethal Weapon 3 and 4. We're still got we're gonna do a month of Jet Li as well. There's gonna be a whole month of Jet Li. It's gonna be wild. So 5 weeks of Norris, a whole month of Jet Li. Seriously, like we are far from done with toxicity. There's gonna be, you thought there was a lot of men this year and the years before. Like it's gonna get wild.
John Lithgow. How come I couldn't remember John Lithgow?
Oh,
John Lithgow. Yeah.
When he does that English accented villain, that's so good. He is so good.
Maybe
He's
Who knew he
not
could be
going
a
to be in
villain?
the sequel. He's not going to be in the sequel. Just announced though of Cliffhanger.
Just
But anyway,
Law.
getting back to the sure thing. Yeah, this is an 8, and if you haven't watched it, watch it. And great acting in this movie, and God, it's rewatchable too. And I think it's damn toxic. So I'm glad that it worked out tonight. You know, not that we wanted. Some tragic circumstances that we switched this, but I've always been saying through the years, like we got to do the sure thing. And looking back, this is really a toxic movie. It does fit with the kind of schlock that we do. Not schlock, the awesome stuff we do here, right? We have a great time here hanging out with you guys and gals in the chat, and with these manly movies. And yeah, there's some romance in it, but there's also some great stuff. And maybe one day we'll encounter a real emergency and we really do need to use our credit cards. So.
Yeah.
I should have her sign my credit card as Allison.
Hey, it was beautifully worded, Mark, and I'm glad you had this photo to share the story. RJ Godzilla, I've actually begun to come around to Rocky 5 in recent years. It's still my least favorite of the saga, but I don't hate it. I've never hated it, but it's still my least favorite. I like it. It's just following up 4 amazing movies.
Just don't
and then
drop
a really
the soap.
great 6th movie. And D-Bud, that cliffhanger cover makes me watch, dude. Oh, in the shower, I got.
Don't drop the soap.
That's another clip we got put back on here too from the old StreamYard. Is that Tango and Clash Cup Stallone and Russell in the shower together? That clip was hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. Chat. This is the final Toxic Tuesday of 2025. I know a lot of you were here early at the beginning of the show. By the way, you're all insane and awesome for sticking around here for almost 2 hours with us. I appreciate the hell out of that. And Paulie, and thank you for your super chat. Even and bend over. You didn't even have to ask. I just do. Jennifer Grover for her 3 Canadian super chats. I greatly appreciate that, guys. Nice solid crowd in here tonight, especially for a deep cut of a movie. You never know how the deep cut movies are going to go. You never know. And it's nice that we can still bring in 20 plus with a deeper cut movie, even if it's a Rob Reiner movie. Rob Reiner, thank you for the memory of so many amazing movies, and one I never had seen up until yesterday. So I love this Spinal Tap. Of course, Stand By Me is wonderful. Few Good Men. I now get to add this one to the pantheon of greatness, and it'll definitely be one I rewatch as well. Much toxicity that I didn't expect. I'm going to go with about 7.5 for it. So somewhere in between you guys. If 70s and Mark are the burger buns, I'm the meat between their buns as far as the toxicity stars go.
And you should know all about meat between the buns. That's true.
So once again, January 6th, we will return, very appropriately enough. We'll be talking the Ice Pirates. We'll have my buddy Dave C on as a guest, so that should be a great time. Is this streaming anywhere? On YouTube for free.
It's on YouTube for free, yeah.
On YouTube for free. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna seek this out though on a Blu-ray for sure. Probably it's not 4K, but it's fine.
It's on only on Blu-ray. Yeah.
Yeah, fine, worth it for this movie.
Blu-ray's fine for this. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, I looked on Amazon Prime. Unless it's in Vince's country, wherever that country is, I look like, oh, dude, I trust me. I looked at how big the meat Corey was looking at. I looked at Corey looking at meat, and it was like, wow. So we're looking at meat in 4K. You're right, Jay Roos is very appropriate at times. I know, right? I thought about that. No, D-Bud, Merry Christmas, man. Guys, I've had so much fun doing this, and it was a hell of a year on toxicity. I mean, we hit 200 episodes. We were off YouTube for 4 or 5 months. We came back to YouTube with a new Orangina layout. We gave birth to Orangina this year. We
and the
downsized a
plinth.
few
We
people, and we
revived plinths.
Yeah, we have a plinth, and our listeners a lot more diehard than ever. You guys still show up, even with all the crazy changes YouTube has made. I mean, a lot of people have taken hits, losing viewers, and of course, I'm sure there are some people who just moved on. There are things too. There's always that too. So I appreciate those who have stuck around. It's awesome that we still can get people to watch the show. I've always said, as long as there's people who are interested, I want to just keep going. And you guys clearly are interested enough to survive us all. Vince, thank you for being a great wrench. Dude, you're always an absolutely excellent wrench. I love that you get to swing your wrench around my parts. It's trust me when I say I notice when you dick swing that wrench. So I will always notice. And Mark too, hey, you know how to dick swing your wrench too. Paulie, whenever he wants to swing his around too. I notice you men in your wrenches. So thank you, gentlemen, all. The transporter did give us Orangina. That's the facts of life, man. It gave way to the Gina. But we're taking a week off. Like I said, I'll be here next week, probably a member stream. If these guys want to come on stream with me, they're welcome to come. And they can still hang out just for shits and giggles, because why not let these guys come?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm only here for the butt.
You
said butt,
well,
and that's all
hey,
I'm here for.
I'll be open season then. All right. I guess that's all I got for tonight. My channel member stream soon. Toxic Tuesday, January 6th. Clobby's Comic Shop Saturday night. That'll be the final Clobby's Comic Shop of 2025. Bonded by Metal. Keep your eyes and ears open. I will have the top 10 best albums of 2025 according to Nick on there. And it's going to be a huge video. It's probably like 30 minutes of greatness. So it's going to be huge. Thank you, guys. I'm going to let these gentlemen plug their plugs on the way out. And once again, I apologize for Rumble being retarded. Full on Ricky retarded. I can't control them. They want to rumble, so I guess we didn't rumble. So 70s, plug your plug.
Well, I've got channels. I have a channel. I had a great show yesterday. We did. Mark was there to join me. We had our least favorite Christmas songs. I think it's kind of nice to do a least favorite thing once in a while, as opposed to favorite thing. We can really rip the shit out of stuff.
You've inspired me. Now I feel like I gotta do one now myself.
Humbug. So that was a fun stream. We always have fun on our live streams. Next week I'm just going to be doing a gaming stream, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm almost at the end of that game, so maybe that'll be the last Baldur's Gate 3 stream. Very appropriate at the end of the year. And I'm trying to work on some videos this week then. I did do a very emotional one yesterday, just off the cuff reaction to the death of Chris Rea, who's one of my favorite artists, not necessarily that well known over in North America, but in Britain, very well known guy. And I was particularly upset by his passing on Monday. So, but I want to do a proper tribute video to him, talking about his career in more depth, as opposed to just blubbering on screen, which was kind of what I was doing. So anyway, so look out for that, and there will be other stuff. But yeah, it's been a great year. Thank you everybody for supporting this show and supporting Nick and us. Appreciate it very much. And I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you, 70s. Appreciate having you on, man. It's been fun. You've done this. You've been in this with me for the long haul. I felt all the difference of your inches as part of this show. So thank you for both your
of all the panelists, I came first, I think.
You did.
You were the panelist that came first. That's huge, man. Like I felt the difference when you came first. I really felt the difference in that. So thank you for coming first and for bringing your amazing girth to the show. And Mark, you are a master of slipping and sliding all over the show. It's always noticeable, and I always acknowledge what great pipes you clean when you're on the show, slipping and sliding. So thank you.
You gotta get a slip and slide for Christmas, maybe. Yeah.
I feel like you have a good future in rimming if someone ever calls you up. So thank you for everything you've done this year. Let's continue to go longer, harder, and stronger into 26. 26. 26.
Wow, 26. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
Let's
to write
prolong the agony. Yes.
I got to remember to write that on the checks for the year 2026. I always screw that up, right?
So make sure your fax is that in the.
I'll text you right now. Yeah.
Plug your plugs and write a check out the 70s.
So
please do write me a check. That would be handy. I may be able to keep doing
for
this.
$2. Do for $2.
Like $2 Canadian. That's get me some gas and a bag of chips. Yeah.
Well, anywho, do you think this will make a good Christmas present for my wife who never watches YouTube? But yeah, I just got of course, Princess Bride we all love. So
is that a beaver?
No, this is a rodent of unusual size.
Right.
See his tail. So I'm hopefully the ladies out there would
it looks like a beaver that's just been stuffed.
Yeah, no, I don't think the beaver's been stuffed. See, it says rodent of unusual size
from Princess
unusual size, RUSs. So yeah, so I got a bunch of these plushies that we're selling on Amazon. So that was, I was thinking, I just gotten it's upstairs, got wrapped, but I bought the Princess Bride on 4K for my wife, and that's one of the few movies she'll watch twice. So just. God bless Rob Reiner. But shameless plug time if anyone wants a Doomsday Machine Christmas tree ornament, which is
no kidding. That's
perfect.
The Camberwell carrot from With Neil and I, the world's largest spliff.
You got to watch out for that. So I'm selling these on Fleabay, so I'll put the link in. And thank you. Thank you.
Etsy's too good for you.
All the links. Etsy, they motherfuckers kicked me off of Etsy. I had the thing up, and then 2 days later, they're like, Paramount Star Trek is taking you off, and like there's other people selling everything Star Trek on Etsy.
You might turn up on Regretsy though. That was a great site. Remember that site? All the shit that was put up on Etsy that people laughed at.
Wow.
They had to take it down. It was so successful. It was all the crap that people put on Etsy, and it was a site mocking it, and it was so funny. Honestly, you'd wet yourself watching it. I hope somebody archived it before they took it down.
Yeah. This Davina said, the rodents are from the fire swamp. Yep. But it's been great year hanging out with you guys, and shout out to other co-panelists who Red Shirt is typically with us, and all the other dudes that and Tom, of course, he is with us most of the time. We had some really fun shows this year. Mike Harlow, that was a highlight with Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. I mean, they're all highlights, but that was a really.
Richard had to take the night off tonight to try and get straighten up again. It was just becoming too gay.
It was too gay, yeah.
It was too gay for him.
He need to remind
he had to go through regression therapy.
Wait, hey, we'll straighten him out.
Yeah. He didn't want these kind of movies. Yeah. But no, it's been a wonderful year hanging out with you dudes, and tonight we went to get pizza tonight at Pepe's. So I did have a clam pizza, but no other normal pizza. And I'm like, I gotta hang out with my buddies tonight, Toxic Tuesday. And like, don't you want to play dominoes with us? I'm like, nope, it's Toxic Tuesday, can't miss it. So but it's you guys are like family now too, I would say. So but let's not get too emotional here, right? But no, this time of the year is like this is when you appreciate your friends and your family and getting together, and we love all the junk and the collections and things like that. But when you really look back on what you've been through, it's like you remember the fun times with friends and family, right? As much as you remember, I got the the Star Trek transporter, in 1977, but I remember hanging out with my grandfather and playing with it, that Christmas morning, that kind of stuff. So that's what's important about this holiday. Yeah, with the transporter. Yeah. With the Spock Mego that's up there on the on the wall there. Yeah. So
it's been well fondled over the years.
Phrasing. See, we can't resist. Even I'm doing a nice touching moment. I love hanging out with you guys. The show is so much fun. Like that moment, right when I found that clip, that was like comedy gold. We like found that, and I think that was the start of all our craziness, right? With all
things that go downhill from that point on.
It goes downhill.
Get me the meat.
and give it to me raw.
To me raw.
Right. So Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Seriously.
Happy Hanukkah.
I better hear that. I better hear.
Santa.
I want you to have a merry hugeness of Christmas. It needs to be the best Christmas. Right? It needs to be so freaking huge. Like, yeah, you gotta feel like you ate all the gluten, all the sodium, all the calcium, all the sugar, all the caffeine. The answer is not no. The answer is yes. You're a vegan? Okay, start eating meat again. Reduce sugar? No, added sugar. Reduce sodium? Added calcium. Think of it like laundry detergent. Now,
can I get
30%,
extra lactose in mine?
Yeah, extra lactose. Now with 30% more calcium.
And
so
just
please
make sure the gluten is mixed in. Yeah.
Drink the pizza and eat the beer. Okay,
just
drink
no clam pizza.
Drink the pizza and eat the beer. Okay,
and no pineapple.
And if you see someone and they like, let's just say you see them go for like a cookie or a donut, and they're thinking, I'm on a diet. I'm gonna chop this in half, only have half of it. You call that fucker out, beg. You are fucking fed. Get out of my party. Eat the whole thing or get the fuck out. Do not surrender to that shit. We all know that asshole. Don't be that asshole. You are
don't
awesome.
try to count calories on the holiday yet.
Hey, think not what gluten can do for you. Think about what you can do for gluten. All right, you be a true gluten for punishment.
I like that.
They call me the glutenizer for a reason. I'm the glutenizer.
The glutinous Maximus.
Yeah, glutinous.
Nick
Maximus.
just lives on pizza. Well, I sent you that picture of that pizza blanket, and of course, and like hope Santa brings us for Christmas. Nick, of course, was like, of course I got that. I got that.
I got that.
We knew Nick. I knew Nick. Yeah, Nick has gotten that. Yeah.
I had pizza yesterday, and then I had a slice or two today. I had two slices. No, one slice today.
A couple of days ago.
How often do you have pizza for breakfast?
I do. Cold pizza in particular. I just take it out of the fridge and eat it cold.
I'm actually a genuine lover of genuine like breakfast. You know, pancakes, sausage, waffles, eggs, cereal. Yes, cereal is
clams.
Breakfast. No. Bacon, bagels. Yeah, I'm a genuine breakfast lover. Like anytime, like half the time I go to Jack in the Box,
as they call it.
There are times where I go to Jack in the Box for dinner, and I get their breakfast for dinner all the time because their breakfast is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'd have breakfast like that any time of the day. Definitely.
Oh, dude, straight up. Like, there's one time me and my kids, all three of us, me and my two girls, all we got was their breakfast for dinner. It was great. I'm gonna do that again. All right,
that works.
We're just going on and on.
Yeah,
Chat,
I mean, we are the masters of not ending streams. Mark, particularly, Mark is the master of not ending a stream.
Yeah, Tom's like, I can get out of here, and then a half hour later, or poor dad, man, I'm still, and you guys, I'm still freaking going a half hour later
because pizza like Cobra. Oh, you're damn right, man.
Absolutely,
you're damn right. All right, chat. Thank you for supporting Toxic Tuesday. I appreciate all of you. Okay. Merry Christmas. We'll see you all.
Keep those balls jingling.
Year. Yeah, keep those balls jingling. Okay. Yeah.
I smell horse shit. It's horrible, but I can smell it.